clients love it. So what I want to talk about real quick is the very nature or the difference between inbound marketing and disruptive marketing. And let's just be clear. If somebody sits down and says, I want an accountant near me, they're going to sit down at their laptop. They're going to grab their phone because they need help. They're going to say bookkeeping services for a small business. They're going to search that, or they're going to search accountants near me. And real quick, let me show you what that actually looks like. In fact, let's just look a little bit across the United States, in the entire United States. Here are the monthly search volume for some of these keywords. And all I want you to do is get an idea of across the United States, there are 12,000 searches a month for precisely, and this is exact, there's way more variance, of accounting services near me. Accountants is 91,000 a month. Accountants near me is 40,000 a month, 41,000 a month. Bookkeepers, 60,000 a month. Bookkeepers near me, 6,600 a month. Bookkeeping services, 8,100 a month. CPA near me, 61,000 searches a month in the United States. Tax preparation, 40,000. Payroll companies, 8,100 a month. And what you have over here is you have top page bid minimum and top page bid high range. So this is, what does it absolutely cost to be the first one in the Google ads, and what does it take to be on the first page? So look at the opportunity here. Now there's a whole bunch of other stuff, personal tax accountant, we don't want that. But if you look at some of this, right? You have like Intuit, QuickBooks, Wave apps, cost accounting, management accounting. There's a lot of nonsense here, but I just showed you like, there's some very specific keywords. In fact, most of this is nonsense. I gave you pretty much the best, right? You have these keywords right here: accounting services, accountants near me, bookkeepers near me. So you have accountants, bookkeepers, CPAs, and tax. And what happens is, look at this. So accountants near me, this is a makeup of a Google search result. So you search that, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 Google ads. Then you have a Google My Business. Now I'm down here. Here's Nuance Financial. This is the firm that I built. And I'm telling you, they're swimming in inbound calls. And then here's the competitor. He has no reviews and no SEO. And then underneath that, you're going to have the rest of the organic results. And here's what I'm going to tell you about the organic results. They're really hard to win. They're getting harder because there's people getting between you and your clients. And that's what when it comes down to inbound marketing, what people don't understand is that you have a lot of tools here. 1, you have your own Google Ads account. Number 2, you have your Google My Business. In fact, you think about how sorry it is for Valley Tax and Accounting, whatever, they're nice people. But Valley Tax and Accounting is running this ad. And then down here, I don't even know what these get. I think this is a national. QuickBooks is a national. Pilot's a national. But look at this. No, ain't nobody going to call. Nobody's going to call them. Nobody's calling Valley Tax and Accounting. No, they're going to click right here. They're going to go to these guys. They're going to go to my old firm, Nuance Financial. Why? Because they have the most reviews. Now, here's what I want you to realize is that situation is with all of those keywords. So every bookkeepers near me, CPA near me, tax preparation, payroll companies, accountants near me, small business accountants, business accounting, accounting services. Right? What you're going to find is boom. You get this. Now, what's really funny is that those guys don't rank here because they quit doing the basics that I showed them. I don't mean to sound bitter or anything, but here's the deal, guys. Accounting services, we can get in on this. In fact, if Valley Tax and Accounting had a Google My Business and a local search, we'd be able to crack that code. So the reason why I'm showing you this is to help you understand that there's 2 phases of inbound marketing. 1, you have just people are searching things. These are bottom of funnel, and I want you to understand this. These are bottom of funnel is what we call them. If somebody searches accountants near me, what are they searching for? They want an accountant near them, right? And look at the need. There's 40 plus 90, 12, there's hundreds of thousands a month. And that's incredible. In fact, what you'll see here is from December till March, look at how much it upticks. You have this giant uptick, which you understand, right? But just imagine in October and November, if you have these paid search ads, first of all, you have the core ad itself, right? So here's NetSuite. Those are hard to win. But if you put together a great Google ad, we're able to advertise your Google My Business within about a 40-mile region of that keyword, and you don't even have to be the number 1 result. So The thing I'm getting at, guys, is your number one thing that's going to help you win is you have to win that game. If you lose the local entrepreneur down the road, the asphalt company, the remodeler, the construction company, the trucking company, the painting company, the plumber, the electrician, the folks down the road from you need to find you, and they need you to talk to them about doing their taxes and their bookkeeping. If you lose that game over the long haul, you're stupid. Like it doesn't make any sense. So one of the things that we do is when we work with a client, when we're setting up your website and helping people understand who you are, what you'll see is a number of things. So let me just show you this website here. So this is Asnani CPA. We always build in your Google My Business reviews. We put those right in there. We help coach you on how to go get those reviews because let me show you this. So when you come to their website, you're going to see their reviews, right? So their Google My Business reviews are right here. We can see that they have 25 5-star reviews. We showcase those all throughout the website. Not only that, but we optimize your website for local search because we're going to install what's called a schema markup, which is a piece of code that basically communicates to Google, Bing, and all these other search engines exactly what there is, and it's the local schema markup. And what it does is it just helps you rank in local. But your website, along with your Google My Business, are the cores of what's actually going to drive that business, okay? So if you're not working with somebody to help you optimize your website with your Google My Business, you're going to be missing out. And you could say that these might not be the most valuable clients that, you might be saying, hey, these aren't those outsourced accountant clients or those virtual bookkeeping. I want to help people outside of that. That's great. But I'll tell you right now that our best clients from every business I've been in are the ones down the road. Well, not always. Like I have a lot of great national clients, actually. Actually, it's not always true. But for the accounting clients, it was certainly true because there's a thing where good, hardy businesses want to be able to sit down if they have to, or at least know that they can find you if you screw something up. There's something about that local firm that will always be there, and there's no reason why not to win. So when you set up your website and optimize it with your Google My Business, and then you use Google Ads with a local location extension, you're able to win in that inbound marketing. I'm telling you, that's one of the core foundations that you'll want to do. Now, another thing that we're going to want to do is you think about like tax difference between an LLC and S Corp, right? I know people search this. I know they search it a lot. And what you're going to find is that there's a lot of different things that you can actually rank on. Now, just imagine if what you did is you had something in here that would actually rank for that, right? So you have Investopedia, but you could run a really cheap ad right then and there. Or maybe you're on YouTube, right? And you think about this inbound game. All I want you to do is think about somebody has a problem, right? So tax and difference between LLC and S Corp, right? What you'll see is boom, there's our video. And I just want you to see this video real quick. Not this stupid ad, but bumper ads are huge. I still don't know what elementary. Okay. Terrible.
So what is the difference between an LLC and an S Corp? First off, we are Nuance Financial. And we're the Dave Ramsey.
And then eventually comes the best explanation. But all I did was create a series of cards here and then recorded efficiently an 8-minute video that now has 633,000 views on it, and I know their phone rings off the hook from that video. You notice that was the number one return on YouTube. So that'd be the second stage. When it comes to inbound, you have YouTube. YouTube is huge. So watch this. Just watch this. Imagine you had a video like this. We help you this. How to set up an LLC in Minnesota. Okay? Prime for the picking. How to start a Minnesota LLC. Minnesota LLC, right? These guys got it. They got it figured out. In fact, it'd be interesting to look at Buyer's Guide here. I don't even know what he's into, but basically, if you create that video, you create that content either on your niche or in your region. So those are the two niches. When people tell you to niche in these marketing guru conversations, like when they're like, pick your niche and go after your niche, they're forgetting that a region is as much a niche, if not a bigger niche, than like, I'm going to go for accountants, I'm going to go for asphalt companies, I'm going to work with marketers, digital marketers, chiropractics, lawyers. Those all still exist, but so does your region. And there's no reason why you wouldn't flex. The biggest muscle you possibly have is that local Google My Business. So I guess my point is, guys, is you cannot neglect the inbound game. And how do you flex on the inbound game? The way you work on that is you have a website meant to convert, not just some landing page that you squeeze page towards. It has to have reviews and testimonials. It has to have trust factors. You want to make sure you build a robust, good website. And what you'll see is that over time, Feedbackwrench sites do a good job at that. Here's a site that we built for a gal out of Australia, and this thing is going to be light years above what you're seeing out of just about every other solution out there, in my opinion. I guess I'm really bullish on what we're doing here, but it's because I get excited because I keep hearing folks that are like, oh, I just do squeeze pages and run lead magnets. That's a little part of your business. You have to win. If you don't win on stuff like this, like payroll, companies near me, if you don't win on this, that's ridiculous. So anyways, you can tell I'm beating a dead horse, but my point is we can take your website. It's funny, there's not very many out here. We could take your website with your Google My Business and a Google Ads account, and we can make sure that you are intersecting with clients. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, is that your website with Google My Business and YouTube are your inbound marketing tools. And those inbound marketing tools can be absolutely huge. It's blown my business up. In fact, a bunch of you are going to call me because of this. And it's not to be cocky. It's just, it gets found. And the beauty of inbound is people have urgency. They actually want a solution. They're searching for a solution. But a lot of times they'll search and then they don't convert. And that's where the second stage is, which I'll hit on in the next video. So the first part of this, part one, is all about inbound is important. Look at how much opportunity there is. You saw how many searches we're having, hundreds of thousands a month across the United States. And then in the local game, you get some significant traffic there. Your Google My Business with your website and your YouTube videos are the inbound solutions, and you have to maximize those. Not only that, those will get searched and found organically over time, but then we can pay to boost those. You can use Google Ads, YouTube search ads. You can do some really cool stuff. So that's the first part. Now let's switch into what does it mean to do social media marketing, remarketing to help with that. And then we'll talk about the lead magnets in just a second here. So go to the next video. It's going to be called part 2 of inbound versus disruptive for accountant firms. Good luck.